Hey, Ronnie Jr.
For sure.
What is your guys' take? Unfortunately, I mean, still, it's chilling and haunting to think back. But what is your guys' take on that country festival that they had in Las Vegas and the tragedy that occurred? Just how did you guys react?
I
Just
mean, we were
That's when we were
shocked, and we were supposed to be there that weekend. There was a festival the weekend before called Life is Beautiful, and we were there with artist friends that we worked with the week before, and we just decided it was too much for us to go back to Vegas again. So
because we were moving to Nashville temporarily at that time.
the next Monday,
Yeah, the next week.
I mean,
so we had to pack and everything.
first feeling was absolute shock,
Yeah.
and then it was just making sure everyone we knew was okay, and a lot of them weren't. I mean, it's just tragic. It was,
Yeah.
I don't know, I still thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember where we were when it was happening. We were in our studio in LA, and my sister-in-law called me, and we were working on a mix, and I didn't answer because I just assumed it was a drunk phone call from the concert,
Everyone was like trying to say that we should drive out late.
Everyone,
you knew that this person was at the show.
yeah, and we were supposed to be there. We didn't go, so we were getting phone calls like all weekend from my brother, sister-in-law, friends, singing songs like, "Oh, you guys should be here." So
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'll leave it to voicemail so I can like actually save it because it's gonna be funny to be able to show them." Well, then I get a text from another brother saying, "Are you guys okay? Like, have you been shot?" And I'm like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Like, so I immediately, like, our hearts sank. We called them back not knowing what was going on. They ended up being okay. But yeah, it was a whirlwind being away from it. I can't imagine, what our friends and family members were going through being there.
Well, and it's so close to home. Like those are, country music is your vibe, and those are your, as your career grows, like how many of the people that were at that venue are people that would like and consume your music even. So it's just a very close to home moment. And yeah, it was real tough to watch that on the news and see what was happening. I just never thought we would hear something of that nature, something big, fun.
But what's really endearing and cool to see is the country community and just the live concert community come together so well.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just really refreshing to see how, as humans, we can all come together as one and really
In a
bond
bad
and
situation.
be strong,
Mm-hmm.
and make something better of a dark situation.
Right, the unity and the
instead of just running away, these people are in gunfires helping people that have been shot. Like, I mean, it's like a war zone. It was amazing.
Well, that's one thing about music. I think you guys alluded to this a bit. It's like music is that bond where people can get through the toughest of times. Like, I remember, I mean, not the exact same thing, but like when Ariana Grande had the explosion at her show and then flips up in about a week and a half and has the concert in Manchester, and all of her, artist friends came to perform, and, the tragedy is still going to be the tragedy. And that's, of course, a dark thing, but the bounce back of what music does changes the game. For Ariana, and I know it's just pop music, and the lyrics are probably not as deep as country lyrics. However, what I liked about seeing Ariana's situation of bouncing back was that a song like Be All Right just always was like, oh, it's gonna be all right. It's just like a song. But then the context that it had, I think Be All Right was the first song she came out to at the Manchester, the second, the show to unify the community. I'm like, oh my gosh, the lyrics have so much more context now. So I think at the end of the day, music, songwriting, that's the great, therapeutic thing. So you guys are doing it.